What's good, YouTube? Because Kobe here. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, subscribe for me. We got Spy versus Spy. This was requested by Peter. So we got Don't Tear It Down by Spy versus Spy. I think we've done like one song, maybe two by them. I think at least one. We've done at least one by them, so I'm interested to see what we get with another one. This is a countdown performance as well. We've watched many amazing countdown performances on here by many different artists. Lots of artists played on Countdown, so we've had plenty of that. And Countdown has cool vibes with the live performances. Even if it's not fully live sometimes, that's okay. It's still awesome performances. So, Peter, thank you for your request. Like I said, subscribe for me if you're new here. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. I break all the lyrics down. I got the whole 9 yards, so I'm deciphering things inside of them, trying to catch as much as possible for you guys. I love breaking down lyrics. We get to have awesome conversations about important stuff and relatable things to life. If you struggle with mental health or addiction, please go get yourself some help, man. I survived alcoholism and hard drug addiction, so I know what it's like to go through that, and I know that it's not easy to pull yourself out of it, but I promise you, if you really apply yourself and you find things to do outside of that, go get yourself some help, get clean in the first place, and then afterwards, start to find other things to do with yourself, different hobbies. You'll be amazed at the things that you enjoy doing that you never realized whenever you're not getting messed up all the time any longer. So please never give up on yourselves, and always know that there's help available and people that care, that want you to do better. So go get that help if you need it. We're going to get into this for you. Thank you again for the request, Peter. Vakasa Kabi. A reaction video day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. We got Spy versus Spy. Don't tear it down. Ooh, I like the vibe. Really 80s. I love the 80s vibe. I've heard this somewhere. That guitar riff. That lead. I don't know where I've heard this before, but I know that lead riff. I've heard that before somewhere. I've never paid attention to the words of this song, but I know the melody of that lead right there. I've heard this before somewhere. Not sure where. Maybe I'll remember it by the end. You really gotta read between the lines with this one. I mean, they're called Spy versus Spy, for Christ's sake, so what do you expect, right? Oh man, these lyrics are great. I get it. It's like singing in riddle, actually. They're all questions. There's a lot of questions in the lyric sheet. In the first verse, at least, there's question marks inside of it. But he said stonemasons are becoming things of the past, and the modern age is finally taking us over at last. Don't you wonder why they're tearing all the old houses down? Can't they see that they're the best places around? If you know, you know, right? I know all of you know. That's the beauty of this channel. I like it. It's talking about societies. It's talking about our society as a whole as well. Self-destructing its own self and tearing things that might be good down, maybe because they don't understand them. That's the best way that I can word it. That's the answer to the riddle that he's asking, right? With the questions in this. It's about things being torn down when maybe they should be left in place, but he's representing it as tearing all the old houses down. You could also take it literally when industrialization happens and shit and historical stuff gets mauled through to build things and stuff. You can take it literally in that sense as well. Obviously, stonemasons, we know what that is. We know how that fucking ties into that topic very, very heavily, right? Even in American culture, even over here in the States, our country was founded by those people, right? So, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about founders and how it ties into society and everything like that. How maybe we shouldn't tear certain things down or misunderstand them. That's what he's talking about. This band. Musically, one of the best songs ever. This is a very sonically pleasing song. Every time I've heard this melody here, I've always enjoyed it. I've just never paid attention to the words. Said what I was tying in as well. When I was talking about the first verse, yeah, I knew what he was talking about with this, yeah. Fun fact. Fucking fun fact. One of our presidents, when they were doing renovations on the White House, the original stones had the marks of masonry on them. And he actually sent them out to all of the Masons, to like the lodges and shit, so that they could have that piece of history. If you guys didn't know that, go look it up. It's really cool. It's a lot cooler when you hear it more in depth than how I just told you. It's pretty neat. They got pictures and everything like that. Go look that up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, he's saying don't tear it down. There's life in it yet. Don't tear it down. Don't you know that history is written there deep in the walls? See, yeah, it's literally embedded, like the symbolism is embedded into the stonework of our old structures. That's what he's saying. Yeah, it's facts. But the March of Progress just wants to pour concrete over us all. Craftsmanship, yeah, tying in the craftsmanship of being a stonemason, right? As a career as well. The stone was cut by hand. Bulldozers are taking over the land. That's tying in the industrialization of all the old structures being destroyed and taken down whenever there's, well, like I said, there's literally like historical, symbolic, like signature kind of shit in them from the Masons themselves that were making them, that like left their signatures and symbols and shit on them. That's what he's talking about. And it's really well written. I like that they tackled this topic. I agree, you shouldn't tear down those historical things that are especially ancient and have that like marking of like somebody like put their hard work into like building those things and like actually taking the extra time to put their own like signature and symbolism on it. I see what he's getting at. Like it's like a respect thing, right? It's beyond sentimental value. It's historic, and it shouldn't be torn down. That's what he's saying here. I like that. I like it. Don't tear it down. There's life in it, yeah. This guy's wording is really great. I love the way that he's wording his point here. It really sticks when it's worded the way that he said it here. Right? Wow. He said an expressway is planning to come through our lounge. Eviction notes and business coats. Never renovate, they just tear it down. A nation's heritage they want to bring down without a sound. Another new town on top of the real town. Yeah. They want to bury history for their own agenda. That's it, too. There's places that, believe it or not, there's still places that stay true to their roots. You just have to find them. Usually they're smaller towns, right? The smaller places. So it got a little bit more of an old-timey vibe, even with the technological advances, just the way people act and interact with each other and stuff like that in certain places is still very much maintains like the original heritage of like how people behave even and value things and don't want to see things get torn down. But he's talking about when the suits and ties come in and force it in these situations. Eviction notices, right? It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, man. What else can you say? But I like that he tied the stonemasonry and like even going to that level with it and everything to make his point. It's a very solid way to make your point by bringing all of that into it, because that ties into the entire globe. That's not just like a single place kind of thing. That's the entire globe when you tie that into it. Very brilliant way to approach the point that he's making here. I love it. Don't tear it down. There's life in it yet. Don't tear it down. There's time for us yet. Don't tear it down. There's life in it yet. Don't tear it down. Love the backdrop. Hell yeah. That was awesome right there. I like that. There's Goanna again popping up. We got them popping up. We did that one. We did that performance. You guys should go check it out if you haven't. That was a really, really deep video. We had a deep conversation inside of that video. I really enjoyed that one a whole lot. So go check that one out if you haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. I really, really enjoyed this one right here. This was a good song. I've heard this song a few times. I can't remember exactly where, but I immediately recognized like the main riff of it, the lead riff and the melody of it. But I've never paid attention to the words of this song, and now that I have, I'm really impressed with the way that he made his point here, tying history into it, tying society into it, and how maybe we shouldn't tear things down when they're the best places around, but that is also a metaphor for like our moralistic compass as well. That's the reading between the lines part of this whole thing, is it's also about our morals. It's not just about actually literally tearing objects down. It's about our objective morality. That's the best way I can put it. Right? You guys know. Damn, this is really deeply written. I like it. I like that it's kind of like a riddle in itself, lyrically. to really get the point of it, you have to, like I said, dig between the lines as well and think beyond literally tearing objects down, because it's much deeper than that. I love this. This is fantastic right here. Very well done by Spy vs. Spy. Like I said, I always thought that that melody was awesome every time I heard it. Now that I've heard the lyrics and really paid attention to them, I like it even more. This is a great jam right here. Peter, thank you for your request. I appreciate you sending songs my way. We still got some more to do for you as well. I think you requested some Paul Kelly, Bradman you requested, weddings, parties, anything as well. You requested that, so we'll get to those for you also. Thank you for your request. The original video will be in the description. As always, you guys subscribe to all the artists we have on the channel, support them. That's what we do this for, get the music out into the world, have cool discussions about it. We get into some really interesting and deep topics on here with these songs, man. And I love that y'all's artists actually really take the time to write about these kinds of things, because a lot of music nowadays lacks this kind of just really straightforward honesty with the point it's trying to make. Right? Definitely no fear from any of your artists about anything. They say how they feel and they'll make their point whichever way they want, and I love that, man. I can always appreciate that. So you guys that are struggling with anything, remember it gets better. You can always have a better life. Today might be tough, but tomorrow could be the greatest day of your life, and you could never see it coming. So don't ever give up, man. You never know where you're going to end up, and you never know the great places that you're going to see later on inside of your life. Go get help if you need it. Live your best life. Make your dreams come true. Inspire other people to do the same thing. I love you guys so much. Thanks for everything. I'm Vikas Akabi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me, comment those suggestions, subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Have a blessed night. Peace.